You were your top three initially, and what drew you to them? Okay, initially, y'all are gonna flip. Y'all are gonna flip because the show is edited in such a way that you kind of really don't know. But honestly, my top three the first day on the mansion party, y'all are gonna fall out. It was, and this is in no specific order. It was Troy, David, and Ron. Yeah. Yeah, that tea. That's who it was at first. And then I switched it. What drew them to me was honestly just conversation. Because on the first day, I mean, of course, everyone's like, are you attractive? You know, and of course, but like to me, I'm more of a sapiosexual. So like they had really great conversations, and of course y'all didn't get to see me really dig in with them because of edits, and we were literally there from like 10 a.m. to like 2 o'clock in the morning. So just imagine. But I had a lot of thorough conversations with a lot of the guys, and those three guys were my top.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel.
Would you recommend Ready to Love to others?
I would I recommend Ready to Love to anyone else? I would say if you're emotionally prepared for it, I would say yes. If you're not, I would say no. I would say wait till you're like you feel like you can emotionally literally go through the process, because it is a legit process. It really is. I know people think it's fake, but it really is a process. So with everyone, you may have a process like with the other women, then you have a process with the men, then you have a process with the man that you like or the men that you like. So it's a thing, it's a deal. So, but I would recommend it. I think the reason that a lot of people don't make it is because they look for the same things that they're used to looking for in, the opposite sex. And they're used to that, and so that's kind of like they look for what they're familiar with instead of what is good for them. And really, that's usually what it boils down to when you pay attention, like between two of the guys. Like somebody's probably somebody's type, and the other one's like maybe not, and vice versa. And so I feel like, there's an attraction naturally for people, but it doesn't last in a relationship because it's not really what you needed. So yeah. But I recommend it. Okay, next question.
So do you believe people were truly ready to love on the show?
Do I believe that people were truly ready to love on the show? I believe that majority of the people were truly ready to love. I definitely believe that majority of the women were truly ready to love. So I would say, yeah, to an extent. No shade, hey, but yeah, but I definitely think majority of the women for sure, like all of them, probably ready to love. I think some of the men need a little bit of work and they were not ready. But hey, I have a question right now, from Shady Lady Trees. Did you find love on the show? Did I find love on the show? Okay, let me do a disclosure. Some things I just can't talk about, and it's no shade. I want to answer y'all's questions, but I just can't talk about it. But I'm going to say yes to your question. Yes. Yes. What did you think about all the Twitter support for you and Chris? The Twitter support for Chris and I is great. Y'all, hopefully we'll get to see how that ends. Or begins. We'll see. But yeah, Chris is a great person. He's cool. So yeah. This week you'll get to see me date other guys though. So we'll see how that goes.
And since we're on the subject of Chris, We have a question that says, do you think that you and Chris are a match, and why? So what makes you a match for Chris, or what does Chris make a match for you?
Do I think Chris and I are a match or not? I think Chris could be a possible match. We have a great chemistry. We vibe very well together, and we're both kind of free-spirited, so I like that part about Chris. He's also pretty funny. So yeah, I think we could be a match. Yeah, I think we could. We could be.
So going back on the topic about you, why? Somebody asked, why are you so dry? The other girls seem so energetic.
Not shade, honey. Why am I so dry? The other girls seem so energetic. I wouldn't say I'm dry. I have personality, trust me. I'm funny. I have a sense of humor. I'm very unfiltered. I can be a little crazy. So I wouldn't necessarily say I'm so dry. But I do have a natural, just monotone voice. I can't help that, y'all. What do y'all want me to do? Fake? I'm not going to fake on TV. I'm not going to fake right now. I'm just not going to fake, okay? So I'm going to be, I did cheerleading, and I had to do that when I had to do that, but that's not my everyday tone of voice, so this is how I talk. But anybody that knows me, they'll tell you I'm full of personality, so, it just is what it is. I'm not changing, so if that's what y'all want to do, just because the other girls are doing it, you're sadly mistaken. Will not be doing that, honey. Okay, what have I discovered about myself during the process that I may have? I discovered about myself this, that I think I would make a really good wife. Honey, I did not believe that because I'm like stubborn and, but this process allowed the men to like bring things to the forefront. They're like, I love this about you. Like, you're like literally a model for a wife. And I was like, oh, really? I didn't know that. So I would say that. I would say that. I mean, it may be crazy, but I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I know I'm stubborn. I know I'm like, do whatever I want. And, not really as submissive, I thought. But, the guys were feeling this. I was like, okay. So I would say that. Do you feel like Ready to Love helped you progress in your love life? I do feel like it helped me. Okay, listen, we only have this amount of time to like navigate through and find a connection. I mean, it sounds like BS, but it does help you because you don't have that much time to be like, oh, and we're not having sex. Well, I didn't have sex. I don't know about other people. But, sex is not involved, so I'm like navigating through like, you're listening to people and you're like, it's almost like speed dating, but not really, but kind of. So I feel like in that little bit of time, like my analytical brain is just like, okay, would this person be a match for me? What is this? And honestly, it's more for me, I had to just go with the flow. Like, how does my gut feel around this person? Like, how do I feel like around this person? Like, is this something I could see long term? Like, do we have a good vibe? Do we have a good match? So I feel like, yeah, I would definitely say yes to that. I do think it helped me progress in my love life because, I mean, sometimes, a lot of times, especially unconditional love, it's just how it is. You don't really, you just naturally love a person, and relationships have their ups and downs, but I feel like what makes people like really stay together and the people who really stay together is because they have that foundation of like being comfortable with each other, being like open, really having that genuine connection in comparison to, oh, I'm with this person because I feel secure with money, or, this just looks good for my reputation or my brand. Like, and I feel like that's why a lot of people get divorces. That's my personal opinion.